Well, welcome back, everyone. We have Julie Shellhammer here, the Allen County Dog Warden. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And you've got a little one here. It's a girl, I believe, right?
A little girl. She's about a year and a half, maybe 2 years old.
Yeah.
And, you know, somebody lost a really nice dog. I tell you all the time that, you know, most of these dogs that come in are stray. And if people don't look for them, they can be somebody's new pet after 3 days.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. She is a very friendly dog, so I will say. Yeah. She looks like she has a little bit of dachshund in her.
Yeah, she's pretty long-bodied. She came in very, very thin. She's still pretty thin. But we got her spayed, vaccinated, up to date. She has those beautiful copper eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see the yellow eyes?
I like the color in her fur as well, so.
Yeah. And she's she'll make anybody a great family pet. Now, I will tell you, she's a little feisty with other dogs. So most of them she gets along with okay, but, you know, she thinks she's a big dog, evidently, because she can be a little feisty.
That sounds like a dachshund to me.
Yeah.
All right, so can you give us a little bit of helpful hints for winter? Because I know a lot of people are talking about, you know, some people keep their dogs outside, but, you know, like the saying is, if it's cold for you, it's cold for them.
Exactly. You know, if a dog has been kept outside, though, it's pretty much acclimated to the weather.
Yep.
Now, we have been having some of those frigid temperatures where it's not good for even a dog that's been outside. So make sure that you can either bring the dog house or a crate inside the garage. You know, not where you're going to take it from acclimated cold weather into a hot house.
All right.
So make sure that you can bring them into like a shed, a garage, someplace a little bit better that'll hold the body heat in better. Make sure the dog houses are not too big, because you want that body heat to be held in. You don't want a, you know, big glamorous hassle for them.
Right.
Yeah, and checking the water. That's the most important thing. They need plenty of nutrition food, maybe a little extra fat in it for the, you know, higher protein food for the winter, and water. Water freezes so quickly in this weather. So
lots of food, lots of water, lots of insulation.
Yeah, and if you do have the inside dog, make sure you don't leave them out too long. Within 30 minutes, they can get frostbite under 32 degrees.
Just like you or I.
So yeah. So that's something else to be very cautious of. And of course, the sidewalk salts and things like that. Make sure you clean their paws, the pads out real good. Yeah. And you know, just the common sense things that we think about for ourselves. You need to also apply that to your pets. Yeah,
but what about dog tags? Are those due? Or are they?
They are due. They're due by the end of January 31st.
Okay.
So anybody mailing them in, they need to make sure they're postmarked before the 31st, which we're looking at, like 4 working days yet. So, but they can be got online, and they can be mailed right to the house that way. You still have plenty of time to mail in your renewal, or mail in, or call us and we'll send you an application that you can get mailed in. The best way to do it is come into our office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. $22, hand you a tag. You're all set for the following year, for this year actually.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, super easy. We do not take credit card at the office. Make sure you bring check or cash. And you know, in a couple minutes, you can have your tag and be all done for the year. Yeah. And then the other thing is make sure you put it on the dog. You know, when a dog gets loose, the easiest way to get it back to the owner is having that tag hang off of it.
That's very true.
Anybody can find the dog that finds the dog can actually look up that tag and get it returned to you immediately. Yeah. You know, tags are super important for that, but it is the law, and it is what we are self-funded from dog license.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many posts I've seen on Facebook alone just saying, lost dog, who's it belong to, you know, and no tag. So
if it had a tag, microchips are great too, because they can't be lost, but if you don't register them, they're worthless. Right. So make sure you get the tag, and it's also proof of ownership. If you somebody takes your dog, or you see your dog gets lost and you find it later, you can identify it. That's your permanent identification. That is legal documentation.
Great information. Now, also, if somebody wants to come along and adopt this beautiful young girl, how do they go about doing that?
Stop out and see us. You can bring your other dog with you if you'd like, to make sure they're going to get along. Most dogs get along great. Like I said, she can be a little feisty, so I would encourage you. It's not people, it's not kids, it's some other dogs that she can be a little feisty with. Yeah. But she's a great little dog.
She is. She was giving you kisses, I noticed earlier, you know, and she's very friendly. Yeah. Hasn't barked yet, so, you know.
No, I don't know if I've ever heard her bark.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody knocks on the door, all dogs are going to naturally bark. So I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah. But she's not yappy, right?
Right, yeah. She'd make a great pet, so.
Yeah, she sure will.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Julie, for coming out today. I really do appreciate it. And don't go away. We have more when we return.